Hi, we're Cracked Alice, and you're watching Lindsay Klein's Homegrown Spotlight.
Welcome to the WDHA Homegrown Spotlight. My name is Lindsay Klein. So awesome to have my buddies in Killcode here today. You guys have to watch their acoustic performance. Phenomenal.
Thank you very much.
Like, phenomenal. You have the it factor, the rainbow sprinkles of ice cream.
Thank you very much.
I'm hungry. But also, I met you guys a couple years ago, and the biggest thing I remember about meeting you is how big your fan base was that night. It was incredible. We were at the Gramercy?
Yes.
At the Gramercy, and it was just incredible. It was like people there to see Aerosmith or something, you know.
Thank you so much.
I'm serious. It was amazing. So
we
you
call
have
that the
a huge
Killcode
fan.
crew.
The Killcode crew. Yes, with a K, right?
Yes, with a K.
They're on the Book of Face. They're huge supporters, but it's amazing. So you guys definitely deserve it to have all these fans. How long have you been a band?
Chaz and I started this going on 6 years about now. The band getting together and kind of just finding our groove about 5.5 years. We were joined by our brother DC Gonzalez, who replaced original guitar player Pat Harrington, who's still our brother. Love you, Pat. About 6 months ago.
Oh,
Yeah.
So we have never met. This
Well,
is
actually,
how-
you have met him. He was in a band called Pansy.
I thought you looked familiar.
Which is another great local New York City band.
He's like, yo, that guy owes me $50.
We'll talk later.
But yes, we met at the Gramercy show. I think you mentioned, I think it was a Shredda anniversary show.
Yep, about 2 years ago.
Another great band. Sure.
It's just an awesome small world of music, and your friends tell their friends, and their friends tell their friends, like Wayne's World.
Right, definitely.
But all right, so you guys have been as a whole. Where did you come up with the name Killcode?
Again, when Chaz and I met, we were looking for a band name, and as anybody knows who starts band, it can be either really easy or really hard. We got lucky. I just came across the term. It was a military term, which...
Yeah, all of our, when we first got together.
Look at you, you weren't even going to be in it. Now he's grabbing the microphone.
Now I've got the mic in my hand. But I think all of the guys in the band, when we all talked about what we want to do, one of the commonalities was our appreciation and love for the veterans and America, and just being so happy to be living in New York City, being American, thanking our veterans and stuff. So when we came across the name Killcode and we saw that it was a military name and what the meaning of Killcode meant, it's basically a code that the military uses to assess like total destruction after they go in and wipe something out, and we're like, whoa, that's like how one of our shows is. We're like, that's perfect. It's like, a kill code show,
Okay.
Come in, destroy everything, wipe everything out, have a blast, do it our own way, and that's where kill code came from.
So besides,
And it sounds
it does sound
pretty
very
cool.
cool. It does sound very cool. So you guys are very busy. Where do you say you play out the most, in New York City?
Yeah, New York City definitely. When we first got together, we did a lot more touring, and we realized that the way to go was not necessarily at that point the smart way, because I like to say like it's a tour to nowhere, where you're playing places that you do great when you're there, but when you leave, if you're having any product in the store, if you're not on the radio, people might forget. So we decided, let's focus on New York City in the general area and try to make a name for ourselves there. And I think we've been doing that, and now we're ready to go back out.
All right, cool.
Yeah, and Long Island as well. Yes, yeah. Long Island's been good to us. Yes, but New York City is definitely where.
And do you guys all have lives where you can?
Yes,
go
we're lucky
on the
enough
road?
and blessed enough that we're able to do that.
Nice.
Some of us have a day job, some of us don't.
Or a night job. I got one of those.
True. But the jobs we have allow us to do what we need to do. This is our passion. This is what we do.
You can tell in the music. You're welcome. So I have an album of yours today.
Yes.
Thank you for that. How many albums are out there for our listeners
The
to
album we
find?
gave you is our current album now. It's self-titled, called Killcode. But prior to that, we had 2 EPs, To Die For and Taking It All, both 6-song EPs. And we're working on a new album now with Joey Z, who's producing it. Joey Z from Life of Agony, if anybody knows the band. We're about 5 or 6 songs into it right now. We're really excited about it. We like to say it's bigger, faster, louder.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
So look for that. I'd say within 6 months to the next year, that should be out there. For you guys to take your teeth into.
I would definitely say since DC has joined the band, the newer songs are definitely heavier, faster, a little bit more aggressive. than we were in the past, which is a lot of fun, I think. So.
With that said, too, we have a newer song, that we're doing now called "Own It," which it's an amalgamation of everything. A little salsa even in there, believe it or not.
Okay. So what would you say would be?
This is my brother right here.
We actually have the same hair.
Yes.
I straightened it today, but we do. So I like you.
Yes.
We're yogis with the same hair.
Big hair.
I do. I have big hair. We can talk about that later too. Well, please tell our listeners where they can find all that is Killcode.
Well, to keep it simple, if you go to killcode.net, you can find a link to everywhere. Anything code related. But then we also have the Facebook page, which is Killcode/Facebook. Blah blah blah. And everything else. If you put in Killcode into your Twitter, if you put Killcode into
Amazon, everything,
all that stuff. Yeah.
All right, last question. I always ask bands, if a band is just starting off in the original music scene and comes to you and says, hey, can I have a piece of advice? What's your piece of advice? Do
it because you love it, and that's it. I mean, if you don't do it because you love it, then just quit the game right away. Because there's ups and downs, but if you love it, it's a consistent, and that's the factor that you should always really, keep close to your heart. Just do it because you love it. And if you don't, then get out right away. And something I forgot to say about where you can find our music. You go to iTunes and download our music now on CD Baby as well, and iTunes, and at some select local stores in the area. Killcode self-titled album.
Very cool. Get a real copy. I have a real copy. There's nothing like the real thing. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you for having us.
Coming in and killing it.